such a lie.
No. I mean, I can be. What is up, you guys? I'm Tracy.
I'm Anne.
And this is Beyond the Plot. Welcome back to Beyond the Plot.
Episode 6?
Episode 6.
Yeah.
I always need help. I never know. I'm like, what episode is this?
We're at that point.
To think it's only the 6th episode, too. I was going to say, I don't know how you feel about art, but I think I do. You like art as well.
Oh, yeah. I love my art. I mean, I'm an art student. Not really art student, but, you know.
Right. I was like...
Yeah, not an art student, but...
Are you?
In the building, there were art students in my
know,
building.
Mine, too. It was like the School of Design and Arts.
Yeah, see?
What was yours called?
College of Architecture, Fine Arts, and... I forget! Oh, my God! No, because they changed the name to Safa.
Oh, okay.
God, I'm so bad at this.
To add more letters.
Just one more, actually.
My school was just SDA. I mean, the building was called the SDA.
In Benilde?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was an
SDA.
all-white building. Kind of look a little bit like a spaceship, but not.
Ours also kind of look like a spaceship, but...
It's probably a thing.
It's very cool, though, ours. I loved our building.
I've seen your building, actually.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
Like, you actually went there? Oh, nice, no?
So, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
nice
I love it.
building.
It's so windy up there.
Oh, I'm not sure if I remember that, but...
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I was also just responding.
Okay.
Anyway, who do you think would be your favorite artist, or not even favorite artist, just artists from growing up until now that kind of inspires the art you would make, or just things that, you know, like started art for you?
Ooh, interesting. Well, the reason why, it's not really an artist,
Okay.
but the reason why that I went into my course was because of, what were those shows? The home design shows. The one with that guy who has those buses, and then he goes, 3, 2, 1, move that bus, and then like it's a whole renovated house. I forgot the name of the
I feel like there's so
of the
many of
show.
those shows with the buses and the...
And they renovate the house of the
Okay.
person. I forget. Anyways, it was because of that show. It was on HGTV, I think. And yeah, that was like my first ever, I guess, kind of experience with feeling that I wanted to design like interiors. And then I guess you're asking about an artist.
It doesn't have to be. I think anything that, you know, art can be defined in, I think, so many different ways.
Oh yeah, definitely. Very subjective. But then anyways, when I was in school, I think who I admired the most, but then more towards the end of school and like in my actual, like after like living outside of school already was, what's her name? Kelly Wersler.
Okay.
She's so good at like mixing elements that you don't even think of mixing together.
Okay.
Colors, textures, and like just I'll show you. I'll
That
show
like
you.
play on like...
Yeah. And then she thinks about the smallest details also. And like, I don't know, I can't really, it's so hard for me to say in words because like because I feel emotional when I see
Yeah.
it. When I see like how she designs her interiors, it makes me feel a way. So yeah, I can
something
say
that words, I mean, something that you can't quite describe in words.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
the feeling of it, like when you see it, you know right away that it's like, this is it.
Yeah. I've shared her post so many times on my Instagram
Oh, have you?
story. Yeah. In the past.
Probably you've seen it then.
I'm sure you have. And I'm sure you've reacted also to a bunch of
Probably.
it. Yeah.
I'm so forgetful with like names and all that. So, dude, I
Me
can't even
too.
remember songs I listen to. Songs
I couldn't
that...
even remember my college.
Oh, that's
building.
right.
Idiot.
Equally an idiot.
Just a couple of idiots.
At least I remembered my college name.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, guys. It'll come back to me, I promise. But I'm proud of my school, okay?
Are you?
A little.
And for those who don't know, because I don't know if we mentioned, Anne took interior design.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I didn't, but I like it as well.
We can all agree. Actually, me and Tracy can agree on a lot of things.
I was like, all agree.
Interior-wise. Yeah. All,
Like
meaning
all
me
of
and
us.
her.
I mean, there are a bunch of personalities of myself in my head, so I kind of count as more than one person.
That's why I said
Plus, I'm
all.
a Gemini.
Makes a lot
like
of sense.
Gemini
huh?
doubled that 4. There's
Yeah,
4
so
of
we're
me.
actually 3 in the room right now.
Oh, I thought there were 5 of us. It's already 4 of me.
Oh my God. A couple of them are sitting around.
Imaginary friends.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're both crazy. Anyway,
Just a little.
so the reason why I was asking you that was because I was curious, you know, like what things influenced you along the way that made you like art, appreciate art, be inspired by art, become an artist yourself. And she's an artist. If she says she's not, she's being stupid. You're an artist.
Being stupid. Oh, okay.
Okay, I mean,
I'll take it.
okay then. I mean,
Yeah.
no problem then. Jeez, all right.
I was just pretending to not take it, but I'll take it.
Because last night I started thinking, like, what things growing up related to art kind of inspired, influenced, like, just art stuff, in general. And I started thinking about, like, people like Gaudi, Kandinsky, Salvador Dali, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love them. They're great.
Miro. Oh,
Oh.
Miro stuff is great. But now that you're saying this, what did inspire you to take up your...
What I took in
Yeah.
school? I mean, it wasn't really art because I took music production in school.
Music is still art.
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't like stereotypical like art, fine
Yeah.
arts,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
Which I'm not against. Also, I love art.
Of
in
course.
general, yeah.
You of all people,
Sorry.
of course I know you're not against it.
That was a weird thing to say.
Defensive.
Yeah, no, because I guess because I said that it's not stereotypically art.
Yeah.
It is actually pretty stereotypically art, but it's not like art. I didn't take art in school. I took music.
Yeah, because like the
production.
first thing you think of when you say art is like...
Yeah, like,
like,
paintings, all that stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
But so yeah, fuck, I don't want to say it. This is so embarrassing to admit, but I guess like one of the reasons why I took music prod or why I decided to choose music prod. Remember, when I was thinking about this, I was 14. I went to college when I was 15.
I went to college when I was 16.
So at that point, honestly, like Taylor Swift,
Fuck yeah.
because I love Taylor Swift.
Okay. Well,
And-
inspirational, of course, when we were
Yeah.
at that age. Like, super
I-
inspirational.
And I really liked making like music. I liked writing songs since I was like 8 or 7. I'm not great, but I mean it's something that I've always just
Yeah, and it's something you like to
liked
do,
doing,
so why don't you just go for it, you
yeah.
know?
And I really like Taylor Swift also. Okay, I guess it wasn't mainly just because of Taylor Swift. So many other
Big
reasons.
influence,
Yeah,
though.
definitely a big factor.
Is that a plane?
No, I'm not near an airport.
I know,
That was
but
a
like
big
it sounded
bus.
like an airplane. Like, what the heck?
What was that?
Another pole?
Kind of embarrassing though now that I'm at this age for that to have been my reason. And also I think when you're 14, like you don't really know what you want to do.
True.
So I just picked something that I thought was something that was in my heart until one day I guess it stopped being something in my heart and just because like I started losing, interest, passion, the drive, which is why I eventually dropped out, right? And moved back home. So yeah.
You think it's because you lost your drive to do that, or you just got interested in other things as well?
Oh, it's an interesting question. I don't think that it was that I got interested in other things because I think the whole time I'd always been interested in so many random different things throughout my life.
Yeah.
I can never really just stick with like music. I can never just stick with like one thing. It was always like whatever I think of, it's like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that. Kind of want to, do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, like dabble in
Yeah.
everything that you
Dabble.
think. Yeah, dabble.
Perfect word. Yeah. But yeah, definitely not. I don't think that was the reason. I think it became more like I didn't think art. I think that I thought it's. At one point, it felt like I had to squeeze art and creativity out of my brain because it was like, okay, you gotta make a song, you
So it was
gotta do this
forced.
one, submit it this day.
Felt
Yeah.
forced. Yeah, at one point, school did feel like that. It felt so unnatural to
Yeah.
design because, well, you weren't really inspired. You
Yeah.
had to force yourself to be inspired.
And that's such a hard thing to
Yeah.
do. Like,
Of course. I mean, some people are naturally, like, their creativity is always flowing.
I guess.
But then,
yeah.
like most of the time. Some of us are also just, like our creative juices just aren't flowing today. And it's like we have to squeeze out a plate. That's what we used to call it. We had to squeeze out projects in like 3 days.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah, and it ends up becoming more like something that you have to do, something that I have to
Yeah.
finish, something that I have to submit, has a due date,
Yeah.
And then it just loses all its magic.
What the fuck?
I have no idea what that was. It kind of just came out. Woo. Speaking of art, do you feel like you can truly separate the art from the artist or the artist from the art? It's the same thing.
You just like, thank you for just, jumbling the words. I get it more now, actually. That really worked.
Sometimes, like a different perspective.
Yeah.
All
Sure.
a little much for the perspectives. So what do you think about that? Yes or no? Can you separate the art from the artist?
No,
No.
I can't. Other people can,
Yeah.
but I cannot. Purely because I think that the artist leaves a sort of piece of him in his art. So how do you truly separate a person from his art if he leaves
Exactly.
a piece of himself
Yeah.
or herself in their art, right? Like Kanye West, for example. So like Kanye, we all know he's been doing some crazy shit over
Yeah.
the past few years. And it's like, and he's been releasing music every now and then. Just recently, his newest album, Vultures, I think. And, you know, like, he makes great music. For me, like, I listen to him all the time. In my playlist, he's always there. But then it's all of the things that he's done makes me really question him as a person.
Yeah.
Of course. Like, I'm a human being, so I'm just like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
You know? But he makes great music.
He
but
does.
then, like, when I listen to his music, I can appreciate it for what it is. And
Genius.
yeah, genius, but also crazy. Like, I cannot separate it. Like, when I think of him, I think of his music first, and then the things that he's done.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I cannot separate it.
There's no way you could go like, oh, Kanye, just his music.
Yeah.
Because I also believe that you can't really separate the art from the artist and the artist from the art. Because, first of all, who made the art? The artist. And I think that every artist, whatever art you make and whatever art you put out, it's like you're always putting like a little bit of yourself in that, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe every song I've written, everything I've drawn, every furniture I've made, it's like there's a little piece of me in there.
Exactly.
So there's no way. And it's like, yeah, your songs are great, Kanye, but you're also a little crazy.
And he can be both. He can be crazy and
Yeah.
great.
And I don't even mean that like as a diss, like, oh, you're fucking psycho. No,
Yeah.
no, nothing like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not mad.
so many great artists in history, also a little crazy.
Yeah.
Most famous one, Van Gogh. Come
True.
on, pretty crazy also.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, I don't know if crazy is the word. He was going through stuff. But so, okay, when I say things like crazy, I don't really mean like crazy, you know? People like Van Gogh, I don't know what his mental illness was or mental disorder was, but Kanye, for example, Kanye is bipolar. I'm also bipolar. So I kind of see like things that remind me of my crazy too. So in that way, I can kind of say like, oh yeah, a little crazy, you know, because I've seen it firsthand with myself. Obviously, I'm not Kanye, but birthdays are pretty close, mine and Kanye.
Right.
Like 3 days apart.
Yeah.
Not the year, obviously.
I think we
Oh
did.
my God, we're dumbasses.
What? Nothing weird happening here. So anyway.
Anyway. We're just gonna stare at each other.
What is your favorite snack?
I don't know.
Let's ask an unserious question.
All right. What is your favorite snack?
I asked you first.
Crap, what is my favorite snack? Honestly,
Everything? Wraps.
it's not really a snack. It's more of like a meal. A snack would be like,
Are you even a snack person? That was such a lie.
No. I mean, I can be.
Okay.
It depends, like, what I'm feeling. But I mean,
Okay, how about I start?
okay, yeah. No, but I already know yours, and that's definitely not
Okay,
mine.
no, it's not.
So you lied to me earlier.
No, also. Because my favorite snack that I've had in your house
Oh.
was the charcuterie board.
Oh.
Remember that?
Because I made that.
Yeah.
That was delicious.
Yes, it was. That's why I'm saying it was my favorite snack
Yeah,
here.
but that's not your favorite snack in general.
Yeah, it's not. It's popcorn.
Oh, that was so different.
Yeah.
Popcorn
But then
is
you can
not
have popcorn on a charcuterie board too.
I guess, yeah, but then that's like a singular thing. The charcuterie is like with its group of friends.
Right. The whole barcada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the popcorn.
No, oh my God, what the fuck is my favorite snack?
No pressure.
I'm getting stressed out.
No pressure. Have you ever made your own granola bars?
My mom used to make me some when I was younger.
Yum.
A lot of times when I get like something from Starbucks, I usually like buy like a
snack.
granola bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like
Do they
all
have
the,
good
like,
granola bars? I've
It's
seen
okay.
them all the
I like them
time.
though. Has like different kinds of like nuts, some dried fruit, some more nuts, seeds.
I love pumpkin seed.
Oh, pumpkin seeds is part of it.
Yeah.
Can you know? I was gonna like get like a granola bar, but then when I looked and I scrolled, I was like,
None?
no granola bar. Yeah, so I was like, what the? I didn't go wild, but then I
because
was going a little
you
crazy.
were ordering
in my
right
head.
in front of me, and you did not go wild at
Yeah,
all.
but internally, I was like,
What the heck?
yeah, I think most days I don't normally like snack, actually. I think that's my final answer. My final answer is that most days I don't really snack. I just go full on like meal. Dude, I'm so jealous of people who can be like, oh, I'm eating breakfast. Oh, I'm eating lunch. Oh, I'm eating dinner. Like for me, it's just like I'm eating.
It's never. It's not really like
Yeah.
a set time.
Because I can't wake up in like the afternoon sometimes and then sometimes wake up at night and my first meal I just call breakfast. Like,
Yeah,
what am
it's
I,
weird.
crazy? I mean,
Yeah.
we established that. I'm a little bit, but not to that like extent where I'm gonna start calling like 7 p.m. breakfast. Am I okay?
My leg is asleep. Sorry.
Wake up, Anne's leg.
Okay, just leave him. Leave him for a bit. He's getting there.
Leave him.
Her.
Your leg is a him.
Herm? I don't know. It just came out.
Herm.
Herm. Him. Her.
Oh my gosh.
Herm. What is the worst advice you've ever received from anybody?
You know, that's such an odd question.
I know. I don't know. Is it? I fucking scratch this whole thing. I saw this post. It was just like those, like words and then just white background. This person was like, I heard this word in public and I was repulsed. And then they said that they heard the word supposedly.
I hate that.
Supposedly. So they asked, like, what is the most random, or like, what are the most random mispronounced words that annoy you? And I thought of so many.
But I hate it when people say southern and like cleanliness.
Cleanliness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's southern and it's cleanliness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that. I'm just like, ugh.
I hate it when people say would of
Oh yeah,
instead
stupid.
of would have. Like would have is would have.
Or
Not
could
would of. Yeah, or could of.
So
Oh, I can't. It's oh my god. Another word, espresso.
oh yeah, so many people that don't know that, right?
Espresso shot. What?
Like,
I'm just espressoing myself.
you know what though? I used to think it was espresso, but when I was like a child,
Yeah,
when I started drinking coffee, I knew there was like espresso. You can
and you can see it on the menu also right
Yeah.
in front of you.
pull up your phone
Espresso.
menu, fucking espresso.
Yeah. Espresso. It's so funny.
Do you see an X there?
Oh my god. Foods and stuffs.
Yeah, I hate that.
How
I
about-
heard some say breads.
Breads.
Yeah, breads.
Okay, that's new. There's so many others, but like I can't think
Right.
of them now. When I hear it in the moment,
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's a fucking annoying thing to say.
When people say address, whether it's a noun or a verb,
Ah.
like, oh, where do you live? Can you give me your address? Give me your address.
Mm-hmm.
Address is a noun. If you
That's-
address
You address something,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
verb,
yeah, yeah. You're right.
Or
actually.
look at that's a dress that's hanging on my wall. That's a bit hard, but
That's
right?
not address. Look at that. Oh, look,
is
it's
that
address. That's dumb as shit.
Stupid.
I said, it's just a couple of idiots.
I know, really are. I think the number of people who don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when people get confused with saying like number and amount, like number is if you can like count it,
Yeah.
amount is if you like
Yeah.
can't, you know.
Like pieces and, what's that? No. I'm thinking of something else.
When you said pieces, I started thinking about like Reese's Pieces.
Oh, I love Reese's Pieces.
I
My
love
favorite
Reese's
chocolate,
Pieces.
I
oh
think.
my god. It's one of mine actually.
Really? Yeah.
Top tier chocolate. Definitely one of my mom's favorite
Yeah?
chocolates. Yeah.
It's my
Loves
number
that.
one.
Oh. Oh yeah, I think I
It's-
know that. Just why
You
the
think?
bar, remember?
Oh, what bar?
So it's like a big ass bar of like Reese's.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh my
Pieces.
god. Delicious.
Yeah, I was bomb.
Mm-hmm.
These like big ass like bars of like Reese's Pieces, delicious. Wow, it just like comes in like a
A whole bar. It's
Yeah.
not even in a piece. It's
yeah.
not a piece.
It's not a piece.
It's a piece, but it's a big piece.
It's like a
It's a whole thing.
yeah. It's many pieces. Oh, it's a lot of Reese's Pieces in one piece.
Yeah.
So it's a Reese piece.
It's a Reese piece.
Yeah.
Made of Reese's Pieces. You said many pieces.
Yeah. So
So-
these are Reese's Pieces. You know,
It's starting to lose its meaning in my head.
kind of like when you say bowl. Hey, so random. How do you feel about Zaha Hadid?
Very innovative designs.
Wait, is that her name?
Zaha Hadid.
Iraqi
Yeah.
architecture. Iraqi architect.
Iraqi architecture.
She's an Iraqi architecture.
She does Iraqi architecture.
architect. There you
She's
go.
good.
She's good.
A lot of people that I know who are architects really love her
It is really
style
nice
of
though.
architecture.
Those like
Very innovative,
curves
yeah.
too, and the
Floating,
modern,
like.
so nice.
Do you
I
like
just
her?
Remembered. I do. She's
Yeah,
very good.
she's good.
She's yeah.
Who else do I
She's still
like?
alive, right?
Yeah.
No. Oh, did
no,
she
wait.
die few years back?
I think I did see that.
Right?
Yeah, people
I
like.
think I saw that. Speaking of like architecture stuff, what would your favorite like architecture exterior interior look be?
I love that you
Like
asked
the
that.
style.
I'm leaning towards contemporary, mid-century modern. I super duper love
Me too.
mid-century modern, but also like Japan-y, Japan, Scandinavian.
Ooh, yeah. Kind of
that
like a
stuff.
similar but different, like in the kind of
Yeah.
wood that's used in it. You know what I mean?
Shapes and stuff like that. But it's
Do you
similar.
like basically like it's kind of like a clean
Oh
sort of
yeah, I
look?
love clean
Yeah.
because like I think of it as like a blank canvas for the things that I like because I like to have like
Right.
small things that I collect from I guess like different places that
yeah.
I go to or
Yeah.
stuff like that. I like to have them there displayed on like a blank-ish canvas. Like,
Right,
it's not
right.
completely blank either. It's like, you know, nice shapes, nice forms. If I had a choice in like displaying art somewhere, it would be more like maybe not interactive, but more like, you know, like you don't feel like you're just staring at something.
Like it's almost interactive, but not that you're part of this world.
Yes.
Part of this thing, rather than someone just watching it from the outside.
Yeah, because it's
Interesting,
basically like
interesting.
because art is so museums are so like the big museums and like you know they're so like I'm looking at it. There's even like some of them even have like a
Barriers, fences.
a barrier. You can't even stand that close to it, and it's like wow. I mean, like I get
Yeah,
it, Mansad
yeah.
Gyud. I super understand, but it's just
It's also kind of crazy.
yeah, it is.
That's actually like in the Louvre, the Mona Lisa. When we went to see it, it was like a line, fences. You're not allowed to take like photos of it. You can't take videos of it. Like it's a whole crazy thing, you know. I think also some pieces of art are so weird and so like because like in places like the Louvre, you get like the Mona Lisa, all those. Even if you get the Van Goghs and the
Picasso's.
Matisses and the whatever, it's like all right. Like this is what like art is, right? And then you get all these like super modern sort of those too modern where it's borderline. Is this even art? Mm-hmm. Like I've
Like a
seen,
taped banana on a wall.
I can't remember where it was. I think it might have been MoMA. Like we saw this piece and my grandpa was like, "What is this?" It was literally like a blank canvas and like just like a black like line running across it.
Like just some
Yeah,
person
just
who
that.
just with a paintbrush, like just
Yeah.
splattered
No, not even splattered. Like
Oh.
my pen is on this like canvas
and just
and I'm
squiggly.
drawing a line from like the top right all the way to the like as if it's like
Yeah,
a
dividing.
fissure in the
Yeah.
like ground. So my grandpa would always say like, I can do that. Like a child could have done that. And we're kind of like, yeah, you're right. Completely right.
Yeah, like you're not wrong there actually.
But no hate to MoMA. I actually love MoMA. I think MoMA is one.
Oh, you have MoMA, like you literally have a
yeah.
poster right there.
I really try to stop by the shop just because I love it. My aunt loves it just as much.
Oh, that's
My mom
awesome.
couldn't give two shits.
That's fine.
But
She's
yeah.
got her own thing also. Art subjective as fuck. Who knows? Like what qualified for that piece?
See,
to go into the
subjective,
moment.
right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Art is subjective. You can say anything is art, though, if you think that that's art to you. If you can see some kind of like beauty in it, and for you that's art, right? But then, so why is that when you're in school? Why are we then graded for our art based on what? If my teacher likes it or not?
Yeah.
Who are you to say then that my
It
art is
sucks.
bad?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure the guy who just did that little crack on the canvas, you think his teacher gave him or her, I don't know, like 100 points for that?
Hell no.
No, but did he find himself in one of the
MoMA.
biggest museums? Yes.
It's crazy, right?
It's ridiculous.
I don't know. I guess yeah, they have criteria, I guess, about that stuff. But like seriously, it really is subjective.
It is.
Yeah, which is so crazy because like in college also it's like the interior that I designed and that my teacher doesn't like, but I like it. Like what's the matter?
Right. And then if you had a client, they could like it too. Art museums is like the one thing good when I go to another country. I want to go to that one. I saw this. There was this really nice art gallery also, and I can't remember where it was. Norway, Sweden, Denmark, one of those places. But so nice also. The architecture alone, so nice. It was on not a lake, but it was like by the water.
A body of water, yeah.
And wow, just I wish I could sort of explain it, but you'd see these like planks of like this nice wood on this like, oh my gosh, beautiful fucking structure.
Send me a
This
link.
planks and shit. The inside was also like, wow, just
Yeah, there are, see,
great.
that's the thing. Art galleries that are like that are
That even the structure itself is
Yes,
art, right?
yes.
Yeah, wonderful.
yeah, not just like, here's a room, here are the paintings, walk around, look at it, it's kind of like
Most overrated museum, the Met. I'm so sorry.
that was in
That's-
Gossip Girl.
I know, like the steps of the Met, like
Yeah, the steps of the Met, iconic.
yeah, I guess.
But
I mean, okay. I guess if you really need like a deep dive into like all the different, history of art and like the different, decades, years, and whatever. I don't like that stuff. I want to go to MoMA, boom. It's like I want my modern art. I like my modern art. Even with like my taste for like the interior or exterior of like places, it's like I like modern stuff.
yeah,
I like a lot of. I also like modern mid-century stuff.
yeah,
Mid-century modern.
yeah. I got that though.
I also
Just switch it
like
around.
contemporary stuff. I like industrial. I like it when you mix a little bit of
Ah.
industrial with like mid-century modern with a little bit of contemporary. You mix that all up. And
I
that's
like
my
that.
favorite, I think, combo, which I don't know if it reflects a little in my room, but not. But
There's definitely some industrial elements in your room. Now I'm just looking at your room.
then if you look in my bedroom, it stops being industrial. It kind of goes more like with a modern Japanese, but not Japanese. You know what I mean?
Your bed especially.
Yeah. The flat, low
Yep.
platform, but not. I just like platforms.
But for real, I love that too. Like sunken living rooms and sunken stuff, like different levels of. Yeah, I love that stuff. I love
Yeah.
interiors with that stuff.
But then I also realized that, like, practicality wise, it's so bad for like old people.
Oh yeah, no.
And that's something I always think of because of like my grandpa, because like he's old or like stuff like that.
So he
you
can't
know?
do this. Like
Yeah.
he can't
Not
bend
like
that
he's
low.
ever in my room, but
Yeah,
just,
but just thinking about like situational.
dude, even those like floor beds, it's hard to get into sometimes.
Yeah, I hate floor beds actually.
My bed isn't a floor bed, but it's
Elevated.
kind of almost like a floor bed if you think about it. Because to get to my bed, I have to step on the thing.
True, unless you just jump from the.
I never though. I always walk up and then like sit like I'm getting on a normal bed. That's why when I play squash and then I try to get up, my stomach like really hurts and I'm like, oh, because it's so low. Or I try to like kind of like roll myself out
To
of
the
bed.
side?
Yeah, because it hurts. Like after we play squash and I'm just like, oh.
I can imagine.
Like all the like squatting even when you're playing, like
Yeah.
you know what I
And,
mean,
like, the
then all the
diving
like
and-
twisting motion,
yeah.
it really hurts your like your abdomen and your
Like on the sides.
your like
Everything.
hamstrings and everything. It hurts.
Yeah, for sure.
But so
We should
yeah,
play squash again.
we should.
Just a side note.
I love squash so much because first of all, it's so fun. Second, it's the one sport where I get so angry, but at myself and never at the opposing person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel that way, but
I do because I've played with you before.
yeah, and I'm always so like, oh, I could have gotten that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and it's so fun, and it's an entire workout. Not like a workout, but it could be.
Dude, sweats
It's
so much.
crazy,
Even if
yeah.
the AC is on, sweats so much.
Yeah, squash soon.
Yeah, squash soon.
And everybody else, squash is a wonderful sport. If you haven't done it, play the sport.
Pretty great.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I'm okay with it.
I-
Cool.
I
I like
like it a
to
lot.
play squash with her. I'm so brain dead.
I wish we could have talked about doors.
Oh my god, I love doors.
I know. I wish we could talk about doors.
I love how they have character.
I love those pivot doors.
Yeah.
That's why I love the door at core.
Yeah, the door in core is great. It's so funny. I think we were in core, and then you walked out the door
I
in
went
the
through the-
small, and then the bouncer looked at me like, and I was like, oh, okay.
Did he actually?
Yeah. We had like a little moment there.
Because I remember like as we were going out, I just went woo.
Yeah.
I went through the small one. I did like a little spin inside too.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you fit, you sit. I'm just kidding. You didn't
I
sit.
guess
You walked.
I did. I went through.
Yeah, you walked through.
Anyway, I think this is it for us because we've kind of taken you on a trip around random topics today,
Yeah,
from art to
seriously.
squash.
A lot.
How the hell did I get to squash?
It happened like that, so
always happens like that.
Actually, in our normal conversations, it always happens that way. It's been a day. It's been a long day. So, yeah.
I don't know if you guys had a long day today, but Anne has, so she's feeling a little dead-ish.
So that's it for me. See, I couldn't even say that.
Yeah. See, she could barely say that. This
Yeah.
girl needs to sleep. My brain is just like.
And my brain just went with hers.
So anyway, I think that's all for us today.
And we hope you guys enjoyed our super random conversations today. There's a lot of it.
For those who don't know, we are also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and the other podcast platforms. But we're always going to be on YouTube forever and always. So that's always going to have the complete list of all our episodes.
Oh, and don't forget that we have new episodes every Wednesdays.
And again, I'm Tracy.
And I'm Anne.
See you next episode.
For episode 7.
Oh yeah, episode 7.
Yeah, for episode 7. Bye.
See you guys. Wow.